What is going on, traders? Welcome back to the Traveling Trader. Happy Friday to you. Hope you guys are doing well. If you get anything out of this video, leave a thumbs up and leave in the comment section below where you think Bitcoin is headed. If you agree or disagree with my analysis, I'd definitely like to hear from you. So today we're going to obviously be talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been on a mini tear today. This is why we buy the dips, guys. Buying the dips remains one of the most optimal ways to make money in any market. ALGO Rand, or ALGO for short, another coin which I sent a trade alert for in the Discord to the premium trading group. If you want access to that, link is in the description. But ALGO went absolutely crazy, increasing by 50%, as you'll see here on CoinMarketCap. All right, let's look at the total market cap, and then I'll go over exactly what Bitcoin needs to do in order for a bull rally to be confirmed. Because although we had a nice little increase, right now it is at 10,000, close to 10,500, because we had a nice little increase that took us all the way up to close to 10,700, but not quite there yet. You see the automatic excitement in YouTube comments as well as in our trading group on the Discord below, but Bitcoin is definitely not out of the woods. So I'll go over exactly what I think Bitcoin needs to do in order to confirm a bull rally. Looking at the total crypto market cap, as you know, or you may not know, but on TradingView, the total crypto market cap is about $10 billion shy of what you see on CoinMarketCap. Either way, this remains a pretty accurate chart. You see that the total crypto market cap is currently hugging the 21 EMA, this white line. And again, as I say always, these aren't coincidences. This is not an accident, right? These lines exist for a reason. This is basically the conglomeration of all the traders in the market, all their psychologies, all the institutions, all the algo traders, etc., put together and mapped out on a chart. So you see that we're currently sitting at the 21 EMA. It is forming this Adam and Eve pattern in the same way that Bitcoin is forming at the moment. And we are stuck between the 100 moving average, which is this yellow line here, and the 21 EMA, this white line. And I was saying in the last few videos that we're going to have to make a decision. We're either going to have to pop above the 21 EMA or pop below the 100 moving average. Now, for the total crypto market cap, I believe that this is a very vital level to upkeep. I believe if we fall below this, then we could see potentially another bear market, at least in the short term in crypto. Now, looking at Bitcoin, if you look at Bitcoin on the weekly, here's what Bitcoin needs to do in order to signal another potential bull rally, at least a retest of 13K, which we haven't been able to get or close above really on the daily or on the weekly. And there is a confluence level here. And I've talked about this, I talk about it ad nauseum, but confluence basically is a fancy word for multiple confirmations or multiple signals of confirmation that are telling you the same thing, right? So you have this level here that Bitcoin clearly is trying to get above at around 10,800, right? With these, the last three candles here, the last 3 weeks. Obviously, you have the more major level, which we won't even talk about now because we have no business being at that level, at around 11,700 or 11,800. But this 10,800 level here, which is the same level that Bitcoin needs to cross on the daily. If I hide this fib retracement real quick, this is the same level that Bitcoin needs to cross on the daily, right? You see here this Adam and Eve pattern, which is potentially bullish, but in order for it to be confirmed, we have to cross above the pattern itself, right? We have to cross above the Adam and Eve pattern itself, which also happens to be around where the 50 moving average is, where Bitcoin is currently seeing resistance on the daily. We popped just above the 50 moving average, this orange line, but weren't able to get across it. This is going to be a major roadblock for Bitcoin, I believe, especially since we had a ton of bearish patterns in the short term. We had the double top, the bear flag, but now in the short term, we are forming this bullish pattern, this Adam and Eve pattern, and we need to cross above 10,800 and close above with good volume in order to signal a bull rally. Now you'll see these markers here, almost 18% and almost 12%. This is profit from buying the dip, right? We had buy levels at 9,100 and at 9,500. Those were sent out in the Discord. My 9,100 actually didn't hit because it came about $20 or less shy of that level. So my 9100 level on the exchange didn't hit. Some people on the Discord, depending on which exchange they were using, or they were a lot smarter than me and set their buys a little bit higher than 9100, actually filled at that level and are up now around 17 to 18% on that. But my 9500 did fill, and we booked a good 12% profit on that as well. And even though I was bearish in the short term, and I had a right to be, obviously, looking at Bitcoin's bearish patterns before this surprising Adam and Eve break here. We're not fortune tellers, right? This is why you buy the dips, is because you recognize that there are discounted prices, there are discounted levels that you should be buying at, and you don't really know with confidence exactly which way the asset's going to move in the short term. You might have a longer term outlook that is more accurate, but in the short term, nobody knows to a T, right? And so you can't sell yourself short and say, Bitcoin is definitely bearish, it's definitely going to go down, I'm not going to buy it. If Bitcoin does hit discounted levels and discounted according to your support and resistance zones and supply and demand zones, right? Then you have to trust in those trades. Again, I'll go back to Bitcoin on the weekly. I've said this, a few times now. I've been beating the same drum. I think it would be very strange for Bitcoin not to retest this 21 EMA, this white line on the weekly, right? If we go another week without testing it, I think it will tie the longest number of weeks we've gone without testing the 21 EMA in Bitcoin's history on the charts. Now, I did say that if we do continue this bullish price behavior, no matter how gradual it is, then this 21 EMA will increase. And once we go back to retest it, we might be at over 9,000, because currently it's at around 8,400. So in my view, we're not quite out of the woods yet. Like I said, we do need to close above 10,800, which is confirmed on the weekly and the daily. We need to confirm this Adam and Eve pattern, and we need volume with that move. And the good thing is that, volume was declining, which is what you typically see in a period of consolidation. But, this last move with these last three candles has been accompanied by good volume and higher than average volume according to the last few days, and to the declining slope of the volume bars, right? Looking at ALGO, there isn't really a technical reason why I sent out a trade alert on ALGO. It was more of the fact that, obviously when something's only been on the market for a month, there isn't really any technical analysis you can do on it. And it definitely wasn't fundamentals. It was just based on this breakout candle from yesterday. And we entered right around where it crossed the 21 EMA and booked profits with the trailing stop, right, as it hit a high of almost 87 cents. And the reason I was comfortable entering it was, well, if you look at the price that ALGO came into the market, it opened at $3.40 and declined all the way down to 50 cents before this breakout candle. And if you've been around crypto for a long time and you look at coins like EOS, you'll see here when it dropped on the market at around $1.20 and declined all the way down to, around 50 cents, we eventually see a return to the opening price. If you look at IOTA, you'll see the same thing, where it drops on the market for around $2, hits a low of less than $1, and then comes back up to meet the opening price. If you look at Qtum, same thing, opening at around $16 before declining all the way down to 12 and then meeting the opening price. So that was really the thinking behind ALGO, and recognizing that candle was a breakout candle. So I sent out an alert for ALGO as soon as I saw that breakout candle, and we booked 18%. Now, for those that want to engage in more risk, obviously you can hold this long term for months and see if we get back to the $3 levels, because at that point, obviously you're going to be booking around 300% profit from where we're at currently. And as long as it's a measured risk, right, like you can dedicate a certain percentage of your portfolio to that's fine. And as long as you know the risk that you're taking. I mean, something like ALGO may never actually see $3 ever again. Who knows? Maybe the landscape of crypto has changed, but this is such a young market, nobody knows. Either way, measured risks aren't bad as long as you know the measure of those risks. Keep that one in mind. I just made that up. All right. For those interested in traditional markets, we will get into our stock update for today. And if you are part of the if you're part of the diamond traders and above tier, then you actually get access to stock trade alerts as well. And we've been killing it in the stock market. I'll actually go over a couple of the trades that we made. This on 2U, which is an educational based company. It declined almost 70% in the last couple of days. You see this gap here for those of you that are obsessed with gaps. We declined almost 70% after Tuesday's trading day, and we hit a low of almost exactly where 2TU opened or close to where it opened back in 2014. And so you see this level here. So I was very comfortable buying at this level, and I did send out a trade alert for this, and we are now up, as you see the recovery happening, and we're up above $14 again. Now, 2TU actually has done this in the past. Obviously, you see this gap here that happened back in May, and no, we didn't fill this gap, and we might not fill this one for a while, but all I know is that buying at this discounted level, I'm more comfortable buying when it goes down. Warren Buffett taught me that. You really have to change your psychology in order to be in tune with that type of thinking, because it's against human nature, but I really am more comfortable buying when I see things tank. Spotify, we put a short on Spotify after it hit this major resistance level that it hasn't been able to get over, going all the way back to October. I did send out an alert for that as well, and I took profits at around 147. It's now back to about 153, but it looks like it's still seeing resistance at this level. It's respecting the hell out of it. So I might actually open up another short on Spotify. Netflix is in an ascending triangle, almost hitting the support of the ascending triangle. So I actually might enter a long on this as well. The markets itself, we're down after Trump erratically started sending out tweets about the market and about China yesterday. Markets are still tumbling. You have the S&P down about 1%, NASDAQ a 1.75%, and the Dow down about 1.5%, which is great as long as it doesn't spur a market crash, which a lot of analysts have been suspecting is going to be the case. Pretty soon. We've been on a 10-11 year bull run, which is unprecedented. So we'll see. But, like I said, I'm more comfortable when they're going down. All I read into this is that, these are major buying opportunities. Again, sign up if you want access to the trade alerts. Diamond and above gives you access to the stock trade alerts, as well as the 0.03 Bitcoin drawing that I do every month, and you get to join in on the group chats, the voice chats that I have with the diamond traders. We do those every week and discuss trade strategy, etc. Leave a thumbs up if you got anything out of this video. Leave a comment if you have an agreement, disagreement. Again, I want to hear where you think Bitcoin is going to go. If you want one-on-one training with me and want to take your technical analysis / trading to the next level, that link is also in the description as well. I take a maximum of 10 people a month, and I still have a spot open for August. So let me know. Hit me up. Stay safe out there, traders. Peace.